All right, folks. It looks like we just hooked into a Chinook here. We're on the south shore of Manitoulin Island. We're in the new striper. And this fish feels like a decent Chinook. Stay tuned, you're watching Fuel the Fire TV.
Life offers no guarantees, but the one thing we've learned for sure is that the time we have is indeed precious. The more time we spend with family, friends, and with nature can make the difference between living a good life and living a great one. Join us on our quest to be participants rather than observers, to learn from our mistakes, to share our successes and our failures, as we spend all of the time we have chasing our dreams, fueling our passion, and fueling the fire in the great outdoors.
All right, we are out here. It's pretty wavy. I've got the third place finisher of last year's Salmon Derby, Miss Aspen, who's also one of my favorite fishing partners. We're gonna be out here fishing the 10th day of the Derby. Now we've only got 7 days left. It's over next Sunday afternoon. We're gonna go really aggressive today. We are looking at We're gonna run 3 flashers and a lineman. We're gonna try and trigger a bite in deep, deep water. We're gonna use this lineman, we're gonna use this Pro Troll flasher. It's got a glow on one side and it's a green stripe on the other. And then we're gonna use one of the famous Jean Leduc setups. We're also gonna be using a smaller 8-inch flasher, still a Pro Troll with an E-clip, an E-chip and the agitator fin. Again, Sean made this one. We're going to use that on a high line. We're going to look for that 50-degree water and we're going to stick to that as much as we can to try and get one of those pre-staging salmon coming in, hoping that there are still a couple of those 30-pounders trying to bite. We're going to run this Pro Troll as well, and then I haven't chosen a lineman yet. I'm gonna look in the bag and see what we have. We're gonna get set up real quick and hopefully Aspen is gonna get on the reel for this year's Manitoulin Expositor Salmon Classic. Probably a late choke, but we need that guy. Go fall down. Hang on.
Yeah.
Where's that? Tip up. No, the other way. Hang on. Hang on.
We're getting worse.
No, I'm not. Okay, you're free. I can see something back there. I need to get another fish on, so you're gonna have to reel again. Yeah. Lake Trout. Bring right in. Bring right in. good. Oh no, it's a pink. All right, that was Aspen's pink. We had a big mess up in the boat after that fish. Our lines got tangled. It kind of reminded me of what happened last night when Jesse tied into a rainbow on the surface while I was retying and untangling a big mess. It was a little bit of chaos in the boat. But we're out here, fueling our passion, fueling the fire. We're getting outdoors. This one's going in the frying pan. All right, so we're out here today in Providence Bay on the south shore of Manitoulin Island, one of my favorite places to fish. We charter out of here for Island Sunrise. We take clients out, you know, every other day, if not every day. But we're in a new striper boat, new to us anyway. Wayne Legg from Manitoulin Chrysler, one of our main title sponsors, helped us secure this boat. And it is hard to find. We're used to the 2301 striper with the twin Yamaha 115 4-strokes. Great motors, they didn't let me down. You know, I had a lot of confidence in that boat with the motors. This boat runs a 225 Evinrude, the G2s. I like the torque. It's super torquey and gets the boat out of the water real quick to its top speed of 43, 44 miles an hour. The system is newer, 15 years to us, so it's got a Garmin fish finder and GPS. We still run the Fish Hawk, the X4 depth, and you know, it's just an all-around more comfortable boat. The seats are more comfortable. The cuddy seems like it has a little bit more room. Super comfortable though. As well, and then you know that single Evinrude gives us just a little bit more room in the back of the boat for our clients to not only sit and be comfortable, but also for us to be able to get at the fish when we're trying to net them. We're super confident. I really like this boat. I can't wait to put it to use this summer to try and catch, you know, what we're after. We're always after Chinook. We're looking for lake trout though, rainbow trout, coho, pink, Atlantics, you name it. I think this boat is going to help us catch them. Sean's getting the downriggers all set up. We've got some calm water, which is not always great for Chinooks, but we're going to see if we can't get into a couple. I'd even take a rainbow or two. Heck, I'd even take a lake trout. Who am I joking? I don't care. I just love fishing.
We'll run, we'll go 40 on this one and 50, or actually a 30 on this one and 40 on that lead, because we're pretty deep.
40 on this?
Yeah. I'll run 30 on this one. Going glow in the dark, colors with a glow in the dark fly just for the dark period here, so took the shiny bright stuff off to try to better on our conditions for catching something again.
Man, that didn't take long, Sean, at all. Maybe a little coho, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that or a big pink.
He's got lots of head shakes. He doesn't feel very big though.
That's fine. Yeah, look at that. Whatever, it's a cannon.
Oh yeah, nice. This is a great fish. I love these little cohos. These are great eating fish. Oh, I'm gonna put this guy in the live well. We're off to a great start. We're only a half an hour in to this evening's fish. Looks like we're marking some fish here. Hopefully we can get on these fish right at prime time.
All right, we made it back to the marina safe and sound. Although we lit up those Pro Troll flashers, we weren't able to get another salmon in the box. We did get a couple of nice coho. Those are always beauty fish to put on the barbecue or put in the oven or cook them however you like to cook your salmon. We're gonna be back at it early tomorrow morning, probably before 6 a.m. Stay tuned, you're watching Fuel the Fire TV.
All right, it's 5:30. I'm making my way into Providence Bay. Looks real calm still. I'm meeting up with Sean. We're trying to get out before sunrise. We're gonna go out and search for some Chinooks in the striper. Sean's gonna set us up with a little bit deeper dipsy setup.
I don't think he's there anymore, no. I can feel the bounce thing when
Sean's got a fish on here. See what it is in a second. Actually, that's a good eater.
yeah.
That's a good fish. That's a great eater.
It's already out the clip. Yeah. Oh, they're beautiful lake trout. A nice 5-pounder.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
The average fish of the Great Lakes. God, and I think it's just a lake trout. Oh no, it's pulling the clip. Oh no. Lake trout. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it was hard to tell there. I was thinking maybe a big pink, but yeah, it's cold.
Nice coho, perfect.
Ah, beautiful little coho. Great eating size. Oh, it's a pink.
Oh,
It's a pink.
Look at the scales come off him.
Look at the tail.
Yeah.
It's a
Nice,
beautiful
that's a big
pink. That's a big pink.
Yeah, it is for sure.
All right, here we go. We feel like we have those Chinooks at least cornered. So we're gonna head out to the deeps this afternoon. Well, late afternoon, more like evening, and see if we can fire these birds up and get some Chinooks.
Tonight, I feel like we're gonna catch some big Chinooks if they're around. So we're going to do a whole herring tonight because it's a much longer lasting bait. So I'll show you guys how I do my whole herring setup. First, you take a knife and you do a tiny little slit in the tip of the head. You always wet your hands before you handle these, which I did already. And then you can use number 2s, number 3s, number 1s. I upsized the hook tonight just to try it. So these are number 1s. Octopus hooks. First thing you do is you go in at the bottom of the eye and you come out on the back side of the gills. You always put your thumb and apply pressure where you're going to run the rest of the hook through. Run that to the back and then repeat process. Grab the treble hook on the lateral line of the herring, somewhere around halfway down the bait. Puncture the lateral line and keep your thumb for pressure in the same area. Some people like to leave the treble hook hanging, but why not just sting it a little bit into the meat For this part, for your bend, you apply a little bit of pressure where you think it'll be a good bend. Usually you can press with your thumb. You do a 1/2 inch knot to start off. You get it where your bend is. You can also test it in the water if you like what it's doing for your roll. I already know that's going to be a good roll though. You do a double 1/2 inch knot again for 2 to lock it in place, and it's done.
Dude, that's not a lake trout. Get the stuff out of my way.
Great. I'll do that. You worry about it.
Yeah, if it's a lake trout, actually, it's a huge lake trout. Well, that took about 2 minutes for the cut bait.
So it's actually warmer here than inland because off the lake, eh? Carefully. Another natural.
Awesome.
That beautiful, beautiful shiny lake trout.
All right, welcome back. Finally, we get a break in this summertime weather. We've had no wind and blistering heat for a couple of days. It's changed the water column. It's warmed up that water column way down low. So we're gonna, now with these waves, there's probably 3-foot chop out here. We're gonna swing back around and we're gonna try and get those cannonballs going through that 44 to 46 degree water to see if we can get a Chinook hooked up. He's on the dipsy. On these dipsies, you really got to be, just got to be on the dipsy because he's right there. The little coho looks like it. Johnny's gonna grab the net. One stab at him. Perfect. Perfect. We're gonna get this one right back in there because we might have been through a mess of little cohos. Look at this great little fish. Man, these salmon are such good eaters. I can't wait. Good little fight on the dipsy, on the Purple Thunder, but we're still waiting for that big Chinook. Hopefully we're gonna get into him just as the sun hits the water. Awesome. One of the features that I really like in this boat is the trolling feature of the RPM adjuster. So once you have your throttle set, you can then just touch the RPM adjuster and it goes up or down by 50 RPMs, which basically equates to about 0.2 miles per hour. So as we're fishing for, as we're looking for, maybe we're using limans or we're using just straight up lures or we're using our different types of bait, we can adjust our speeds by using our depth finder on the fish hawk, that feature, and then just adjust the RPMs in the boat without messing with the throttle. It's a great feature. I love that part of this new boat. All right. Ho, 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 ho. All right, folks. It looks like we just hooked into a Chinook here. We're on the south shore of Manitoulin Island. We're in the new striper, and this fish feels like a decent Chinook. Okay, you're gonna take that out now. Take it out, snap it, okay, reel it in. Now this guy's pulling some line. He's pulling some line. the storm front is coming in. They're actually calling for a lot of rain in the next little while, and we haven't had any rain in a bit. I'm under 100 now. I'll reel down on him a little bit. But when he gets close to that boat, I'm sure he's gonna take another big run. This could be a big slug of a lake trout too. If it is, he's gonna be up in the high teens, I think. Because he's coming in now like one of those big old lazy lake trout. I think this is a lake trout. Oh man, that is a monster lake trout. Holy smokes. I could tell at the end that it wasn't a salmon. Look at, he's got a great big fish in there in his mouth. Look at the size of this lake trout. We're gonna get him back in the water. This is way too big of a fish for us to keep. We're after salmon, but that's all right. I'll take that fight any day. We're out here fueling our passion, fueling the fire, and getting outdoors. Stay tuned next week, folks. We've got an awesome episode coming at you for Fuel the Fire TV.